Okay, I'm coming up the stairs. Got my 6-foot level. And it seems to be everything's hunky-dory. How about that? I started at the bottom. I worked my way up. Sounds like a success story. And so we're upstairs. The home faces east. So this would be the northeast bedroom up here. And I'm not seeing a lot going on except that I made a comment in the attic space above the garage about not having ties on every other rafter, and we do have them here. And again, I don't know that they were an absolute requirement, but we do have it over most of the living space. So haven't done the downstairs general video yet, so there's always that possibility. And I like to keep the paint close, but I also like to keep some light. You can't see what I'm talking about, that doesn't help. Okay, so coming on here, this is the same for the downstairs bathroom and this bathroom and even the shower, but we've got a notch, and we've come out here and we use this little nailing plate, and we didn't fill all the holes for the nailing plate to hold it in place. We also use pieces of PVC. I painted that white to hold this metal, and it's pretty steady, you know, but I just, over time, listen, if you start hearing sounds in your walls, you'll know why. So there we go. Something to take into consideration. We'll move on around here. Look from the inside. And again, nailing holes. And I almost think that a boot should go around this. But it's an accumulation of holes. It's not one hole that's too large. So, got some red or some pink paint right here, which I've been appreciating. If you look in here, and you can see there's only 2 nails holding that side in. Even though they sunk a bunch of nails, only 2 went through. So, good eye. Good eye, Mr. Pink. Mrs. Pink. Good eye, Pink. Okay. That was a Reservoir Dogs commercial joke, I guess. So we come over here, and this is the first place I noticed that. I'm going up here, and when I first got here, I'm going like, look at all these loose baffles. Look at all these loose soffit vent baffles. We got them over here. We got them over there. We got them over here in the media room. Look at all those. Well, come to find out that we've got soffit vents around this house, but we do not have continuous soffit vents. And the baffles are only required when you have a vent. So we have an abundance of soffit baffles. It's not going to hurt anything at all. But we have much more soffit baffle than was even required. It's not going to make the structure perform any differently, and it's not going to add strength and durability. It's not something that you're going to be able to advertise as a hidden super cool feature. It's not like that, but at the same time, it's about your house. It's about your house. You're not out far enough, or you're supposed to have been there and you weren't there. What's Pink trying to show me? Batting is all here. This is the breakfast area. There's one of our attic exhaust vents. I haven't seen very many, by the way. And that is a dam. I love that. Okay, a restrictor, if you will. That keeps the insulation. When they blow the insulation, it keeps you from losing it over the living space over to an unconditioned place like your patio or your garage. That's pretty good stuff. It's kind of an unusual twist of fate right here, where we got this vent and we cut a girder. Very interesting. Coming on along. That box was not set out far enough. She doesn't like this nailing. For one thing, we're missing some nails on our nailing plate. And that's really the only thing I can think of, is that it needs to be nailed a little better. And if Pink thinks something else should happen, go for it. Okay? 4 eyes is better than 2. 6 eyes is better than 4. The more eyes, the better. This guy doesn't stick out far enough either. I'm going to put some white paint on him. I want to get in on that. I want to get in on that action.